The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Still going. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 49 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
Post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And no run back here. This will be a touchdown. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now this pass brought in by Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Gurley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Luck. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses happen their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Luck. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On the counter, Ingram. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. On 1st down, it's Long. This will be caught by Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck as his guys are able to regain the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Come on now, let's go.
Now let's discuss Antonio Brown as he heads back out there now. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. On 2nd and 10, Locke.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Locke. Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Locke. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, Locke. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
From the red zone now, Locke. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Dez Bryant there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, We know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Jackson, option right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain. Over 20.
And the Raven first down.
54, line 54. Watch the pass.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 14.
Ingram again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. And what's the call here?
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out.
And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. But it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's locked. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys... On 4th down, Locke. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. On the counter, Gurley. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Out of the gun, Luck. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Breeze now. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They're able to locate Wilson. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Throwing now is Breeze. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Going for it all. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Breeze again. Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The quick slant caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
5-9. Over. 36.
To throw is Breeze. And Brown's got it for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
This is taken at his 4. A bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
5-8. 5-8. Kill. Over.
Breeze to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive.
ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Skirt right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. The young, incredible.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check out. Watch the screen. Hey, check. On.
Off of play action. Luck. And right away, he lost the football. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They go with Gurley on first down, but he goes nowhere. They bottle him up for a loss of a couple. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
11.
Now Luck. Bryant has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Gurley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down and 4, Luck. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
He had 2 catches in the wild card game, and he's matched that total in the first quarter here in this one. And a 1st down as well. Luck on 1st down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Fletcher Cox coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing his Luck. Going deep here for Bryant. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and you shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Here, back at the 41.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 42 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the...
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Edelman set to return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the ground, Kamara. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
McMillan on the tackle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Mahomes now to throw. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Now Gurley staying down. Oh, let's hope he's all right. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Love. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown, 40 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Jaguars 14, Dolphins 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Locke. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap he takes it upon himself to prove that he should have been.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Right, 622.
The final shot before the break. Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Working from the gun, Mahomes buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
At the 40-yard line.
Yellow. Marshall
Defense wins championships, baby.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes dancing to his left. And Walker has it. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Kamara. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He completes it to Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. And this is caught. It's